Hi, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 7th to the 13th, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by more people, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels, I love how your cards are just falling out, Virgo. It's like, okay, listen to me. Here I am. It's going to be very much your energy for this week as well. Very much like, okay, here I am. This is what we're doing. Let's move forward. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh, hold on one moment. Of course, your card just fell. It went right onto the floor. Angels and spirit guides. Okay, these two. Let's make sure you can see everything. Perfect. Okay. So we are crowned here by the King of Wands reversed. So this is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If you're born on the cusp with Leo, if you have fire sign energy in your chart, this energy is going to be, in your inner self, you're going to feel off balance. Now, if you have fire sign energy in your life, you might be very annoyed by this person. So just being aware of that. And also they're going to be rigid, but hot tempered. And you're like, listen, you can be one way or the other. You can be like a bit of a firecracker, or you can be super strict about things, but you can't be both because it's just going to be exhausting. And that's going to be the energy that you're coming to this with. So just be mindful about that. It moves us then to the Magician reverse, which, is interesting. So if you're born on the cusp with Leo also had the Magician reverse in their reading as well. So there's a sense of needing to stand before the altar of our existence and say, I'm claiming my gifts, but we're looking at ourselves, Virgo, and thinking, like what's the big deal? But there is a big deal here. You are astoundingly powerful and astoundingly prosperous. And even if you don't see it right now, the way that you manifest your life forward and stand in your energy is going to be the most magnificent things. We think of prosperity and we think of wealth and we think, oh, you have to drive a fancy car and you have to, have a fancy zip code. And all those things are nice, right? But standing in your power can also mean that you're the hairdresser that everybody wants to go to, or you're the, you show up on time, you get your work done right, and you move forward. Like I was just thinking about how everybody wants to be the CEO of companies, and yet, we all want to look good. So your hairdresser is super important. I don't know. I was just thinking about that before this reading, and that's the energy that's coming forward here now. It's like embrace your prosperity and your success and embrace who you are. Don't try to make yourself into what other people are. It's like, no, stand out, stand loud, and proud with being you. We then have the 10 of Wands reversed. No, we don't have the 10 of Wands. We have the 8 of Wands reversed. Sorry, that was the Japanese number in the corner. And here, with the 8 of Wands reversed, things are going to be moving a lot more slowly than we want them to. We want things to kind of pick up speed, get moving, get going. So just being aware of this is going to be important because we're going to feel like, oh, this is taking forever. It's not. It's not. We're just being harsh on ourselves. It moves us then to the 8 of Swords. We are getting out of being trapped in our own mind, being trapped in our own head. So just being aware of this during this time is going to be super important. We overthink, we overanalyze. And for one reason or another, this is going to be called out during this time here, Virgo. And we're going to be like, oh, I can do this. Like, oh, I can do that. And it's going to be like, well, why didn't I think I could do it before? We can also get angry at ourselves because of that. It's like, why did I hold myself back before? So just being aware of this is going to be important because then we can be super harsh, super judgmental on ourselves. And it's time to stop. Temperance is stepping into balance. So Temperance is Sagittarius energy, November 22nd to December 21st. And it is finding your balance. It is finding your harmony. It is saying, what do I want? And how do I move forward in the truth of who I am? And that's going to be a very big thing. So if you have Sagittarius energy in your chart, in your life, that comes through very positively here, Virgo. It then moves us to the Lovers. This is Gemini energy, a time frame of May 21st to June 20th. If you have Gemini energy in your chart or in your life, this also comes through very positively. And what's interesting, I love how, she's looking at at the lovers here, right? Temperance, the person pouring the water into the jugs, because Sagittarius and Gemini energy are sister signs. So they bring out the best, they bring out the worst in each other, and this is bringing out the best. So here, there's a sense of a duality of self, but also a connection with what you love, what you're passionate about, how you want to move forward. So love is in the air during this time, most definitely, but there's also a sense of like, this is what I'm passionate about, and this is what I'm growing within me. With the Five of Wands, this is fighting for the sake of fighting. So just be mindful about this during this time. There can be bickering for the sake of bickering. There can be anger for the sake of anger. And, you don't want to be pulled into it. So just being aware of that is going to be important. Now, with the Four of Cups, we're going to have a tendency to be looking at things a certain way, and we're going to be pulled to look at things a different way. There's going to be something that happens during this time where it's like we can keep on looking at things the same way, or we can start to change our mind, to change our life. And that's what Spirit really wants us to do. Spirit is handing us a gift that during this time, it just feels like a frustration. It just feels like, I'm sorry, was nobody listening to me while I was speaking? What is going on here? And yet it is telling us here, oh, this is the Six of Cups. Well, okay, so the Four of Cups is still true. There is the sense of, why is nobody listening to me? We're being pulled. That's going to trigger us, pull us to the past, pull us to a time where we felt invisible, we felt ignored, we felt overwhelmed, and there can be a spiral that happens from it. So just being mindful about this, that Spirit is going to open up a different path for us, having us see things in a very different way, and it's like, okay, that's me. Like, that's where I'm supposed to be. And we'll do it, and we'll be thinking, my gosh, this is so foolish. I'm so bad at this. I can't believe I'm doing this, or I can't believe I'm trying this, or I can't believe, it's taking my time and energy away from XYZ. Just be mindful that Spirit is right there with you during this time of frustration. So you're going to be triggered. You're going to want to pull back and move towards the past and be like, oh, well, this happened once upon a time, so it's obviously happening now. And Spirit's like, no, you're a completely different person. Know that about you. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a sun in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced at random. So good luck to everyone. Oh, and hit the bell notification so you could be notified when that announcement is made. And this is the cardinal, one of my favorite birds. It says, stand tall and proud. See the leadership role unfold ahead of you. And this is really seizing your leadership potential, but this is also seizing being the leader of your life, not the secondary character in your own existence. It's like, no, this is my life. I am leading it. I am moving it forward. This is powerful for me. It moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. This is self-mastery. This is the solar plexus chakra. And this is falling into harmony, into alignment with ourselves, mastering the way that we need to move forward for us, and really listening to our gut. That's going to be very important here, Virgo. It moves us then to the energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is not resting. It's not, it's not giving homage to everything that you have been through, and it's not honoring your story. So here with the Four of Swords, it's rest, it's slow down, it's listening to your body. Okay, your body is talking to you, the things that it needs, the fuel that it needs, the way that you need to move forward, what's good for you, what's not good for you. And it's honoring your story and everything that you have been through. We can be really hard on ourselves. Accidents happen. We are all just doing our best as we stumble forward. And it's showing yourself grace. That's going to be really, really, really important here, Virgo. So just note that we can have a bit of a temper, just going to tell us, the way it is. We can have a bit of a temper during this time, so being aware of that, but also being aware that we need to see our magic. We can be very focused on, this is the way that we're supposed to be doing things. We can be very stubborn right now and kind of stepping out and saying, okay, let's just see what happens. That's going to be very beneficial. We have to see our magic. We have to see our potential, our purpose, what makes us us, without getting angry about it. Because again, that's going to come in and trip us up. So just being aware of this, being present in ourselves, saying, I know I can I know I can. It's kind of like, the little engine that could. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, and then you can. And it's not that toxic positivity. It's not saying it's all your fault if it doesn't work out. It is saying that life is filled with lessons. It's filled with challenges. It's filled with hard times and bereavement and just a lot. So knowing that, yes, we can doubt ourselves. Yes, we can have seasons in our life where we feel down and depressed and overwhelmed, but we still have to see us and stop underplaying and underselling ourselves. Things are not going to move as quickly as we want them to with the Eight of Wands reversed. They're just not. However, we are going to see ourselves moving forward. We are going to be hard on ourselves because we want things to be moving forward more quickly, or we'll be hard on others as well. With the Eight of Swords reversed, we are getting out of our own way. We are starting to sit there and say, you know what? I'm being a little bit harsh on myself. I'm being cruel to myself. I would never speak to a stranger like this, so I'm going to stop. And as we do so, or I'm going to start to stop, because sometimes it can be hard just to stop cold turkey. It brings us to a place of temperance, to a place of balance, to a place of harmony, to a place of what is the truth for me? How do I need to move forward for me? Some people have schedules and things, and it works great for them. Other people try to do their schedules. It's like, oh, that doesn't work for me. I need to do my own. So being aware of that is going to be super important. Embracing love, embracing what your heart desires, embracing the duality of yourself, but also following what you love. Not what we lust after, but what we truly love is going to be important. And with the Five of Wands, we can get pulled into other people's nonsense. Being mindful about this. We don't want that to trip us up and make us fall, make us doubt ourselves. Because with the Six of Cups, we have a tendency to be like, well, this happened once upon a time, it's going to happen again. We have a tendency to look at things and be very fixated on the way it's not going right, or the way it did go right once upon a time, or the way it's not working out and it's never worked out. However it is in your story, we're going to pull that forward and think like, oh, that's the example of why I can never achieve and succeed and be who it is that I want to be. That's not true. That's not true. We just have a tendency to get in our own way. We have a tendency to look at things and think, oh, I'll never get there. And yet you're going to find such balance and such love if you move forward in it. Like if you sit there and you stop judging yourself and you start saying, okay, what is the truth of what I want and what do I love? And then all of a sudden, those answers that come to you, you can find them in meditation. You can find them, just just by asking and listening. And you'll be like, oh, okay, I need to incorporate that more into my life. It doesn't mean we quit our jobs and join the circus, okay, unless you're really talented and can do that. What it means is that we look at ourselves and say, how am I letting myself shine forward? Because right now, we're almost apologizing at times for us. And you know what? There's nothing to apologize for, Virgo. You are spectacular. Let yourself shine. It moves us to our subconscious spirit message, which is the eagle reversed. And this says, you are learning all the aspects of your spiritual connection and reaching new heights. So here with it reverse, all right, we're having a hard time embracing the spiritual aspect of ourselves and seeing us more than just this, this being here on this earthly plane, seeing us more than right here, right now. And it's going to be important to connect with the spiritual side. It moves us to the chakra energy, which is the Earth Star chakra, and this is rebirth. We need to let ourselves be reborn, transform, connecting with the Earth Star chakra, grounding ourselves, centering ourselves. That is going to be very important. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. Are we going to like to work with people this week? Nah, not really. Okay, but are we going to need to? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. We're going to have to work with others and play well with others. Make sure that others don't load what they want, onto you and say, okay, just do it. Just make it happen. Because we can be taken advantage of during this time. Also, we just like solo work. So also being aware of that. Our subconscious spirit message is the Ace of Wands. This is God's source spirit. However you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of passion and a fire. You are connecting with your loved ones who have passed during this time, which is absolutely beautiful. There's a strong link of heritage and traditions and moving things forward that is absolutely beautiful for you. I'm loving that. Even if you don't know, right, let's say your birth line, there's a sense here of you stepping into the power that is you, and just even hearing the echoes of past life self coming forward and being like, this is where I'm supposed to be. That feeling, okay, that feeling is going to come through very strongly during this time. This is where I'm supposed to be, or this is how I'm supposed to be moving forward, or you know what, this isn't right for me. So being aware of that is going to be important. We take this gift now with the King of Wands. We're reversed. So once we hone our passion and align ourselves, we move forward towards our prosperity in a way that we kind of gave up on. All right, Virgo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation and moving away, bringing in a positive energy, a release of negative energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Virgo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.